Welcome back to another edition of Career Compass, a conclave towards choosing careers. Career choices we make today decide our future course of life. The aim of Career Compass is to help students and parents in identifying the right careers through the eyes of experts from various fields. Dear viewers, today we have one of the most important career pointers, a career which has national interests, a career which contributes to the economic wealth of the country. Dear students and parents, welcome to the world of banking. We have in our midst Mr. Saravanan, Deputy General Manager in Department of Supervision of the RBI. He supervises banks, non-banking financial institutions, corporations, banks, and the like. We welcome you, sir, to Career Compass. We are going to hear about RBI, its powers, its challenges, and contributions. Over to Mr. Saravanan. Wishing you a great day here with us, sir.
Hello, my dear students. I am Saravanan, Deputy General Manager working in Reserve Bank of India, Mumbai. For a career in an organization, you need to know about the institution. Reserve Bank of India was established in accordance to the provisions of Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. This bank was set up as a private bank by the Britishers and subsequently was nationalized in the year 1949. Reserve Bank of India was originally headquartered in Calcutta and it moved permanently to Mumbai in the year 1937. So to know more about Reserve Bank of India, please visit rbi.org.in. The one that comes to your mind when we speak of Reserve Bank of India is currency management. Currency management, where money reaches the pocket of every Indian. So that's one of the major functions of RBI. Reserve Bank of India is a monetary authority for India, which sets the policy rates and other things. Reserve Bank of India is also banker to the government, and it is also called Bankers Bank. A lot of other functions are there, but these are the three functions which are of material to you. Opportunities at RBI means a career in finance and public policy. If you look at life with RBI, it is just not another job. It's a commitment. It's a commitment to serve the nation, where your decisions make an impact on the way the economy and the financial sector in the country evolves. Now let me introduce the organizational structure of Reserve Bank of India. At the top, we have the governor. Then we have the deputy governor. Then we have executive directors. These three layers form our top management. Second half, we have chief general managers, deputy general managers, assistant general managers, managers, and assistant managers. These are the categories of officers who are categorized as class 1. Then the support staff, we have two divisions in support staff. One is class 3 and class 4. Having seen the organizational structure, let me introduce you to the levels of recruitment in RBI. As I said earlier, we have class 1, class 3 and class 4. In class 1, who are also called officers, we do recruitment at the level of managers. The post carries the designation grade B DR. DR stands for direct recruits. That's the level at which the officers can join. Then in class 3, we recruit at the level of assistants. Reserve Bank recruits at the level of assistants. And then in class 4, Reserve Bank recruits at the level of office attendants. The process are very different for these three set of recruitments. Let's see how they are recruited. We have recruitment at the level of grade B DR, that is managers in the general stream. And the selection process follows two phases of examination. In the first phase, similar to what you have for other competitive exam, we have 4 modules, majorly MCQs test, where we cover general awareness, quantitative aptitude, reasoning, and English language. You are required to clear all the 4 modules independently. Then, once you clear the first phase, then you are eligible to appear for the phase 2 of the examination. Phase 2 is a mixed pattern where there would be 3 papers. Paper 1 will have economic and social issues. Then paper 2 would be English descriptive. Paper 3 would be finance and management. Once you clear this part, then you qualify for interview. Interview is the final stage where if you get selected, then you are into the great institution of Reserve Bank of India. Now let me tell you how to apply for a job in Reserve Bank of India. First of all, you need to ensure that you are eligible to apply for a particular post in Reserve Bank of India. Only online applications are accepted, and that is through https://rbi.org.in. That's the place, that's the only place where Reserve Bank invites applications for recruitment. You can also visit URL recruitment for the post of officers in grade BTR, either general stream or DEPR, DSIM on bank's website. That is through www.rbi.org.in under opportunities at RBI, current vacancies, and click on the hyperlink online application forms. So basically before this particular aspect of online, Reserve Bank will also place a small advertisement in major newspapers in India where they would say how to apply for a particular position. Then the link is open, and then you go through the process of applying for a job. You'll have to first enter your details, upload photographs, signature, left thumb impression, and a handwritten declaration in an online application form as per specifications given in the application. RBI has got 31 offices and sub-offices across, most of them in state capitals. As I said in the earlier slide, the central office of Reserve Bank of India is located in Mumbai. In addition to the offices, Reserve Bank also has got its own training establishment. One of them is in Chennai, and then we have one in Pune. Then there are 4 other zonal training centers for training employees in 4 metros of the country: Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, and Calcutta. Let me now cover the perquisites and benefits of working in Reserve Bank of India. In addition to your normal monthly emoluments, bank offers various perquisites and benefits, such as bank's accommodation, which is subject to availability, of course. But across the country, wherever bank has got offices, it is possible that you will get bank's accommodation. You also get reimbursement of expenses for maintaining vehicle for official purpose. You get newspaper allowance, telephone charges. You also get reimbursement of a book grant, where you can enhance your skills by buying a lot of books and reading it. You also have allowances for furnishing your residences. That helps you to set up your home and other things. But of course, all these things are subject to eligibility, which is set. Free dispensary facility, besides reimbursement of medical expenses for OPD treatment, hospitalization is also there in the bank. In addition to the above, Reserve Bank also has got leave fare concession. You can travel around the world, take your family, see the world around you. You are also given loans and advances at a concessional rate of interest for housing, vehicle, education, children's education, consumer articles, and personal computer. These are subject to all the normal terms and conditions, and eligibility is also a criteria before being given these facilities. The primary key to success is your preparation. So how do you prepare? You prepare continuously, and continuous, when I say continuous, it starts from your class 11 onwards, where you put in a lot of effort. You can prepare, you can find shortcuts for various clues and how reasoning can be done. All those things are there as a part of preparation. You don't have to prepare exclusively if you do a continuous preparation. Read at least one newspaper every day. You have quantitative analysis and reasoning, where you are required to learn the techniques of solving these things, for which I suggest that you should at least go through one process of learning or a coaching center which will teach you quantitative aptitude and reasoning. The candidate is required to clear all the 4 segments of the examination. But As a practice, you can always specialize and develop expertise in at least 2 segments out of the 4 segments that are there as a part of your examination. The other tip, not only for Reserve Bank competitive examination, for all the competitive exam, please save your NCERT class 11 to 12 books. That is going to be of great help to you, and it will be very useful in preparing for not only for RBI examination, for any competitive exam that are being conducted across the country. So thank you once again. I wish you all the very best, my dear young students. Please make it a success and join this one of its kind organization called Reserve Bank of India. Thank you.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I think the knowledge and experience you shared for our viewers was phenomenal. Before we wrap up this series, we would like to pose a few questions on behalf of the viewers. The first question is, Reserve Bank of India, does it have the constitutional autonomy to work on its own?
That's a good question, sir. Reserve Bank of India has been established under an act of the Parliament. We have something called Reserve Bank of India Act 1934, establishing the bank in April 1, 1935. So constitutionally, we have the autonomy. We are independent of the government and also others. We are an autonomous body and the creation of the Parliament. So for all our functions, we are independent.
The next question is about, in this digital world, how secure is the banking sector?
In fact, as far as digital banking is concerned, we are the front runners in the world, entire world. And our security setup is such that unless you share your credentials, unless you share your OTP, unless you share your password, absolutely there would not be any issues in respect of digital banking. So it is the end user who is spoiling it, but otherwise we have absolute infrastructure for digital banking, which is absolutely secure.
Oh, that's a very nice piece of information, a ray of hope for all of us.
We run about billions of transactions every day, so it is secure.
Yeah.
As I said, as all the banks have been saying, the user should never share his user ID, password, OTP, and should never entertain any banking through phone.
Okay.
If they do it, then it is secured banking.
Oh.
In fact, this month we are celebrating Cyber Security Month for the entire banking industry.
Okay.
So you must have seen a lot of advertisement in respect of that also.
Okay.
So we are secure. That's what is the final word.
Okay. Another question, sir. It's always a noted fact that the bank employees have a lucrative salary and they enjoy a lot of benefits. Take, for example, even if they're going to take loans, the rate of interest is very low for them. The pension benefits, the medical benefits, and they have fixed working hours. So absolutely, they're tension-free, stress-free. So with all this, what is so challenging in the banking sector?
That's a good opinion, outside opinion on the bankers. In fact, bankers have one of the most stressful life in the entire country. They may be having good quality salary benefits, and as you said, some of us also have pension benefit. However, the stress is equal for everyone. A day starts and you never know when the day will end. You must have seen bank branches being open through the night, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So they lead a very stressful life because it is a very challenging job, very demanding, very challenging. The customers are very demanding. Therefore, challenges are more. And in fact, the reward is less.
Okay.
That's my take on the lucrative side of bankers.
Okay, that's the other side of the story. Last but not the least, we know for sure that RBI gives guidelines to the banks over the years, and in fact, it's happening on a day-to-day basis. As customers, as the public, we feel that RBI intervenes only when there's a skullduggery, only when we find misappropriation of funds happening in the bank, only when some serious crisis situation happens, we find that RBI intervenes. We know for sure RBI is giving guidelines to banks, but why isn't that monitoring and evaluation of banks is not happening on a day-to-day basis? Is it happening or it's not happening?
Thanks for that question, because I now get to know the other side of the story. However, I should tell you, we have got two verticals within Reserve Bank. One is for regulation, which will prescribe what has to be done, the guidelines and other. Then we have another vertical called supervision, where the entire activities of banking industry is being monitored on a day-to-day basis almost. So we know what is happening in the industry and how we are going to tackle it. Only when some crisis gets blown out and gets reported in the media, people get to know other. But otherwise, it is a continuous monitoring process where Reserve Bank monitors every bank. Every bank. When I say every bank, it means every bank that is to be monitored is being monitored. And you are seeing only few crises, but there are umpteen number of things happening in the sector which is being closely monitored. So it's not that we do only crisis management. No, we do day-to-day supervision of all the banks.
Okay. Anyway, next to doctors, I think we repose a lot of faith in you, because our lives, our future, everything is in your hands. We hope and pray that things continues. Okay, thank you very much, dear sir, for giving your valuable time. It was really a pleasure having you, sir. In fact, our students as well as the parents would be able to see this as an eye-opener, as a new career. In fact, they know about banking sector, but this is going to be an eye-opener for them. Dear viewers, we hope this session was useful. Do join us for another edition of Career Compass. Thank you.